other than the weather.
That's right. It's Brew Day, sponsored by the Crosstown Brew Down, a day where we find out more about local brews.
And Jordan is here with Bismarck Brewing. Dave, take it away.
Yeah, so this is Ghost in the Machine, right? That's what the name of this is. And it's, you said before to break it, an oatmeal stout.
Yes.
There's not actually oatmeal in this.
There's oats, yeah.
There is oats.
Quite a bit of oats, yeah.
There are actual oats. Okay, so I guess that was the thing. Like, I feel like I know a little bit about beer, you know, but when it comes to an oatmeal stout, like I was like, well, what makes it an oatmeal stout? Because there's literally oats in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. That's what gives it that kind of taste, that unique taste. So is it kind of like it's a darker beer? It's not quite as strong. It's I think it's 5% something.
5.5, yeah.
So it's kind of like a lighter beer, but it's got that darker, more malty flavor to it. And is that what makes it? Could you consider this a porter or a stout, or I guess what makes it? What's an oatmeal stout? You said, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between an oatmeal stout and a porter?
So they're somewhat used interchangeably these days now.
Okay.
They kind of just differ based on the amount of roasted barley versus black malt you use, the ratio of those two.
Okay.
But they kind of blurred the line anymore between the two.
Okay. So it almost seems also like an English stout. Is that a thing, right? Is that kind of like an oatmeal stout as well?
Yeah.
Do they use oats in English stouts as well?
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a lot of different styles of stouts, but yeah.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Jeff,
First off, I want to say it was delicious. Second, Jordan, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And third, for someone that isn't as eloquent as myself or Dave, can you just let the viewers know, if they were to get this oatmeal stout, like what kind of flavors would they get? Is there like I got some coffee, but I don't know if it's because I was drinking coffee and then drinking beer, or like what is it?
So you'll get, in most stouts you'll get coffee and chocolate. It's kind of the flavor notes you're getting out of the black malts we use. And then, you'll get a softer mouthfeel and kind of a rounder beer from the oats themselves. And as far as stouts go, I mean, you know, a lot of people think it's a dark beer, so it's going to be really heavy, really rich, and like, you know, this one we purposely designed it so you could drink it year-round. It wouldn't be. The body's a little bit lighter. It's still got enough body to, you know, be considered a stout, but it's going to be something you can have more than one of.
And Jordan, when you say a softer mouthfeel, like I don't, what does that mean exactly?
It just kind of rounder on your palate, so it's hard to describe.
Usually when you have like a darker beer like this, you'd almost think it correlates with like a thicker. Like I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that looks
that's what people say a lot. They go, oh, that's going to be too heavy.
Right,
like,
but it's lighter. So there's not like a direct correlation between how dark the beer is and how like heavy it is.
Not always. Not as long as, you know, it's depending how you design it.
It's almost counterintuitive.
It can be, because I mean, then there's a lot of like modern hazy and juicy IPAs that are a lot heavier than a lot of stouts.
So chocolate and coffee.
Yep.
Right? I mean, what goes better with the holidays than chocolate and coffee?
And I will say, you know, we're talking about how light of a body it has. It is creamy as well. I mean, when I tasted it, it felt creamy, and maybe I'm describing it wrong, but Jordan, correct me if I am wrong.
No, that's a pretty good description too.
Okay, well, perfect.
My alarm's going off.
Yeah, Dave, you usually don't work
up.
this
This is when I usually wake up. So
if anybody can
just
hear,
ignore that.
That's not happening right now.
That's okay. This has been Brew Day, sponsored by the Crosstown Brew Down. If you would like to sample this brew for yourself, head over to Bismarck Brewing.
Okay, and they're located at 1100 Canada Avenue, Suite 1. All right, again, head over to Bismarck Brewing. But coming up next, have you